This video introduces a login scenario utilizing user responses via Slack. The first scenario shows a login operation by responding to Slack message instead of entering of user ID and password combination. A web browser to log into applications is displayed. On the left, a smartphone screen with Slack installed is shown. Now, an application URL is entered attempting to access the application. The application is protected by a web authentication server and its login screen is displayed. This login screen does not provide traditional user ID and password fields for login, but a Slack-based login confirmation mechanism is implemented. User ID for login is entered and the Slack authentication button is clicked. With this action, a login approval request is sent to Slack and the authentication server is in waiting for the Slack operation. Now, an approval request is sent to user's Slack account. The request is approved and the authentication server allows the user to now access the application. As this scenario tells, the traditional login operation with user ID and password can be replaced with this simple Slack operation. This mechanism has been realized with an interface program that links the authentication server and Slack. This demonstration uses IBM Security Access Manager as the authentication server. Next scenario. The interface program allows a user approves multiple users' login requests as well as a standard use case of one user to approve its own login. This capability is effective for the case that a manager controls staff members' access to applications. 3 independent browser sessions are available simulating 3 staff members to access the applications. On the left, the same smartphone screen is displayed with Slack. This Slack is their managers. Each user enters the target URL to access the applications and the login screens are displayed. Each user ID is entered and the login approval requests were sent to their manager's Slack. The web browsers are in waiting state for the Slack approvals. At Slack side, those 3 login approval requests are waiting for the approvals. Now, approve the request from the user using the browser in the middle first, then reject the request from the left browser. The left browser shows a message telling the request was cancelled by the user. And approve the request from the right browser. As shown, the requests from multiple users can be approved or rejected by a single user. By using Slack or equivalent messaging platform, a simple straightforward login mechanism can be implemented. The messaging platforms cover client system interface so the users do not need to install additional program to make such mechanism. End of demonstration.